Have traveled to the Lone Star State tonight to take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders as we welcome you to Husker basketball here tonight on FSN Midwest. United Spirit Arena, one of the palatial venues in all of college basketball. Nebraska coached by first-year man Doc Sadler. Huskers coming off of a big road win on Saturday over in Columbia. And Doc's lineup tonight will look like this. J.R. Strobridge will get a start tonight as we take a look at our shelter insurance starting lineups. Charles Richardson came up big late in that Missouri game. Marcus Perry, Ryan Anderson, and Alex Marich round out the Husker five. And the all-time winningest coach in college basketball history parades the sidelines here in Lubbock, Bob Knight. There's his numbers here at Texas Tech in his sixth season. And our shelter insurance lineup for the Red Raiders. Jarius Jackson, one of the top scorers of the Big 12 Conference. Also Martin Zeno, a very fine player. Highlight the Texas Tech starting five for this game tonight. Our officials for tonight's game are brought to you by the law firm of Atwood, Holston, and Brown. While you focus on recovery, we'll focus on your future. Larry Rhodes, Dan Chrisman, and Mike Thibodeau. Our officials for tonight's game, Greg Sharp, Matt Davison, welcome you to the United Spirit Arena here in Lubbock for Big 12 play. And Matt, Huskers hoping to build off that road win Saturday at Columbia.
Yeah, trying to get their second straight true road win. At Columbia was the first true road win Nebraska had this season, so hopefully they can build upon that tonight, have a little momentum, a little confidence coming down here to Lubbock.
So I'll sit back and relax, enjoy some Big 12 basketball tonight here on FSN Midwest as we get ready to bring you Nebraska and Texas Tech. A couple of teams who don the color red for this 22nd meeting all time. Nebraska leads the series 12-9. Huskers have not won here though in some time, as you can see, as Tech has won the last three, at least in this building, and three of the last four between the two schools. It'll be Marich and Klefka to start this game. Actually, it's Sojagic who gets to start tonight for the Red Raiders. And the ball will go to Tech after the opening tap. So Damir Sojagic, a 6'8" sophomore, will be in the middle for the Red Raiders.
Nebraska right now in the straight man-to-man defense that Doc Sadler loves to play.
Jarius Jackson, the key scorer on this Red Raider team. Burgess has on the wing. Good little point guard they've got. Jackson, Marcus Perry with the early assignment on Jackson.
For those Nebraska fans that saw Texas Tech come to Lincoln last year, they saw Jarius Jackson go for 40 in Lincoln.
6 in the shot clock. Jackson up top. He hangs, tried to draw the foul. No call. And Marich picks it off. Bob Knight not happy early on in this game.
He got the defender in the air, got the contact, thought it should have been 3 free throws. Good defense, though, by Nebraska.
Strobridge with it, left side of the floor.
See if Nebraska tries to get Alex Marich involved early on in the offense.
Anderson for 3, misfiring. Michael Prince also in the starting lineup for Texas Tech. So a couple of late changes by the Red Raiders.
That was an early 3 in the shot clock. It was a kick out from Alex Marich, but Alex, as we've talked, in the last 3 games, only 2 points in the last 3 games in the first half combined. 2 points.
Need to get the alarm clock set earlier for Alex. There's a shot by Prince inside, and Marich snags his second rebound of the game. You were kind of needling Alex on the way into the arena tonight about need a better start out of you tonight, big fella.
Yeah, I was giving it to him a little bit. He said his hips really been hurting him. I think he gets it stretched out a little bit as the game goes on.
Richardson with it, 10 to shoot, whistle blows, and a foul down low. This is going to be on Sojagic. That's his first foul of the game.
Battling with Marich down underneath the basket.
Take a look at his opening play. That's Alex's rebound.
Coach Knight wanted a foul there too. A little contact from the defender. You're not going to get that most of the time in the league. Though he probably gets more calls in this building, I would guess, than just about any coach gets.
And a traveling on J.R. Strobridge. We've played 2 minutes. No score yet on this one.
I think that's the type of game Nebraska's going to have to win. A little bit of maybe a little bit of an ugly game. Low scoring, battle it out, give yourself a chance. 6 or 8 minutes to go. This is a really important game for Texas Tech in the big scheme of things, not only in the Big 12 Conference, but when you look at NCAA positioning.
Ball poked away. Ryan Anderson gets it. Huskers playing sound defense to start this game. Tech has lost their last 3, so their team is scuffling a little bit coming into this game.
Now they really need this win, and you look after Nebraska here tonight. Texas Tech goes on the road 4 of the next 5 and against 4 ranked opponents. So it doesn't get any easier for Texas Tech after dropping 3, Nebraska, and then they go on the road for a bunch of games.
Charles Richardson pulls his pivot foot. Doc Sadler not happy early on with the Huskers' offensive execution. Jackson hangs, misses. Husker board.
Looks like Doc Sadler called a set play from the bench. Let's see what they do on this possession.
Anderson spins, hands off to Strobridge.
Marcus Perry had a nice game against Missouri. And Charles Richardson both really stepped up in that game.
Richardson with a floater, and it crawls home. And finally, somebody on the board here in Lubbock.
Richardson is the senior point guard. Gets called for the foul there, but thought he had pretty good position. He's really kind of been the leader of this team for sure this year as you look back on it. A lot of young guys getting a lot of minutes. Takes a guy, the leader at the point, to be able to get everybody in the right position on offense and really set the tone with his defense at the top of the key, stopping the ball.
Burgess for 3, misses. Anderson climbs that red ladder for the rebound. And the Huskers with a 2-0 lead in the ball. You see Tech switching on the picks up high.
Yeah, they know most of Nebraska's guards will come off the screen. They're not covered. They'll pull the 3, pull the trigger. So they're going to switch most of those out beyond the arc.
Richardson pump fakes, pull-up jumper, rattles out. 4 minutes into this game and Tech yet to score.
They've had some open looks. Nebraska's played good defense. The biggest thing they've done, though, is limit Texas Tech to only 1 shot each possession.
There's an air ball by Sujagic. But Tech gets the weak side rebound. Bosco for 3. It's short. Anderson another Richardson with another rebound.
And Nebraska went with a little zone on that possession against Missouri. I think they played 6 or 7 different defenses in the second half alone. So let's see if they switch it up against Texas Tech here again tonight. Makes it tough on an offense.
Anderson for 3. He rips it in there. His 34th 3 of the year, and it's 5-0. Big Red.
Big shot. For a freshman, Ryan Anderson, no conscience. He'll come off a screen and pull the trigger just about any time. Early in the shot clock, a lot of times gets him in trouble with Doc Sadler, but you like that confidence for just a freshman.
Bosco on the baseline. Zeno spins, flips, hits, and they wave it off. So a slow start for Tech offensively. Ryan Anderson drills a 3, and Nebraska with an early lead here in Lubbock, 5-0.
Introducing Ford's family of all-wheel drive vehicles. Ford 500, Freestyle, Fusion, and the all-new crossover, Ford Edge. Each available with all-wheel drive, a system that delivers power to the wheels that need it when road conditions demand it. All that for one reason, to bring you back home safely. Get a Ford 500 all-wheel drive with the winter weather package or premium maintenance plan at no charge, plus $500 auto show bonus cash.
Covering the world of motorsports like no one else. This is the Speed Report.
Oh, look at that.
Going beyond the highlights.
Special sauce for the fans.
To bring you the full story.
How did you do it?
With expert analysis.
What Formula One needs is personality.
Brilliant victory for him today.
The guy that got shafted here. And unrivaled access.
Great pit stop, heck of a race. You went for it.
From the network the drivers watch.
The Speed Report.
This is awesome.
The Speed Report. Only on Speed.
Tonight on the FSN Final Score presented by DirecTV. The Celtics are riding a franchise worst 14-game losing streak. Boston tries to end the futility in Detroit against the Pistons. And in the college ranks, it's a big-time Big Ten battle. Greg Oden's Buckeyes host hated rival Michigan. Plus, on the ice, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins look for at least a point in their 11th consecutive game. All that and more coming up tonight on the Final Score.
5-0 start to this game. Nebraska with the lead as we welcome you back to United Spirit Arena in Lubbock. Rick Sharp along with Matt Davison, and we welcome you to Husker Hoops tonight here on FSN. And, well, win on Saturday at Columbia. Got a little momentum and playing good defense to start this game.
Right, you know, for Nebraska to be successful, they're a team that has to limit their opponent to only one shot. Nebraska's done a good job of that so far. Texas Tech has had some open shots, hasn't made those. Nebraska jumps out to an early 5-0 lead, just what they're looking for when you go on the road. You never want to let the other team get momentum at home, get the crowd into the game, so good start for Nebraska.
Huskers, again, need to play solid defense and rebound. They are 9-0 this year as Nebraska went out rebounding their opponents, and so that's been kind of a key stat for this team. It's been an area that's been a deficiency for them all season long, but hoping to get that cranked up here tonight and 5-3 edge early on in the backboard for Doc Sadler's club.
And it's really simple when you look at it. It's because of the size differential. Nearly every game Nebraska goes into, they're going to have a size disadvantage in the paint, especially when Alex March goes to the bench. You'll see Nebraska with 5 guards on the floor tonight at some point, I'm sure.
Inside feed to Maric, and they're going to call an offensive foul inside on Alex. That'll be his first.
Boy, that's a tough call. Looks like Maric had it positioned under the basket. If he caught it, it's going to be an easy bucket, most likely. They'll call him for backing into the defender.
Tech has missed their first 6 field goal attempts. Burgess inside, it's knocked away, and he hits the end line with the dribble, and so a turnover gives the ball back to the Big Red.
Really good defense from Nebraska. Like Sek Henry got his hand in there on the ball, knocked it out. And then it went off the Tech offensive player.
Sek into the lineup during the timeout. Richardson off of a pick. Now he's used up his dribble. Finds Maric. He quickly double team. Misses the shot but drew the foul. He will shoot a pair. This is on Sojagic. That's his second.
Boy, just a big time battle going on under the basket there with Maric and Sojagic. When Maric catches it that low, most of the time he's going to score the basketball. It's like a little body.
First free throw rattles out. Bob Knight not happy with the start his team has put up here in the first 5+ minutes of this game. Huskers, though, need to take advantage and build a little lead.
Missing both. Can't afford to have that happen when you're on the road. You need to build on this lead, like you were saying. Texas Tech isn't going to be this cold for very long, especially with a guy like Jarius Jackson having the ball.
Zeno drives, scoops, missed it, tipped around, tipped out. Burgess retrieves. And a new, well, they didn't reset the shot clock. He didn't draw on it. Ball inside, loose in the lane. So Sojagic to Jackson, 3 to shoot, and a 3-second violation on the Red Raiders.
Another turnover.
Slump continues.
Good defense from Nebraska. Guess you could call it an offensive rebound, but they never did reset the shot clock, like you said, because they didn't hit the rim. There was a shot attempt, and Texas Tech got it back.
Huskers like to put together a good trip this time down the floor. Sek Henry off the drive. To Marcus Perry, he's yet to fire a shot. Now he does. Back iron. Zeno the board.
Texas Tech right now contesting every shot Nebraska's putting up.
5-0 is our score.
Marcus Perry guards Jarius Jackson. He normally gets the toughest matchup at the guard position.
Burgess inside. That was Sojagic, who has a shot blocked by Maric.
That's a nice play by Maric in there. Not committing his second foul, still getting a piece of it.
Perry in the deep corner, down low to Maric. Spins, kick out. Sek Henry for 3. No good. Looked good when it left his hands. So the Huskers not able to take advantage.
Boy, good look from Alex Maric. Made a nice move to the baseline. Got the open 3 look. Neither team can buy one right now.
Vosco for 3. Alan Vosco is 11th 3 of the year, and it's a 5-3 Husker advantage.
A little bit of a flat shot, but effective.
Richardson across the top of the key. Ryan Anderson spinning down low, shoots it off the glass, missed it. March with a rebound, a reset for Nebraska.
Boy, good job by the big man, March, getting the offensive rebound. Ryan Anderson, probably not a real good shot, fading away with a bank shot.
Zach Henry with a pull-up jumper.
And Sek has been in the doghouse a little bit, Greg. I think that's safe to say. Coming off the bench here tonight. Nice shot there.
Burgess up top. Jackson for three. Back-to-back threes by Tech. Now we have a one-point game.
Just as it seemed like Texas Tech couldn't buy one, they knocked down back-to-back threes, just a one-point game, and it seems like Nebraska's outplayed them.
Anderson for three. No good. Richardson the rebound. Goes up, missed it. Tipped around inside. Tech comes out of there with it.
Another offensive rebound for Nebraska.
Ball stripped away, kicked around on the baseline. It will stay with Texas Tech. One-point game here in Lubbock. Zach Henry off the Husker bench. Drilling a jump shot, and Nebraska has an early advantage here in Lubbock.
With the open road before you and the protection of Allied Auto Insurance behind you, you have complete confidence that nothing can stop you. Practically nothing. Feel independent. Allied Auto Insurance, a nationwide company. On your side.
This renovation is so energy efficient.
Oh, really?
Yeah, double insulated windows, low flow faucets, propane appliances, like that tankless water heater.
My room is going to be really great. I can see it now. What's your fireplace doing in my dream room?
Just warming it up.
For me? Thanks.
Looking to build, buy, or renovate? Look to energy-efficient propane at usepropane.com.
The greatest fans in the nation, this is the power of red. Fan support, home or away, this is the power of red.
Record-setting crowds at Hawks Field in the College World Series. This is the power of red.
71 consecutive sellouts at the NU Coliseum. Now that is the power of red.
Over 4 decades of consecutive sellouts at Memorial Stadium. This is the power of red.
Nebraska basketball on FSM Midwest is brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts at better prices every day. O'Reilly is donating $20 for each Nebraska three-point basket to the Teammates Mentoring Program. By Shelter Insurance. And stop by your Midwest Ford dealers and take advantage of special pricing on America's favorite cars, trucks, and SUVs. Ford, bold moves. Slow start offensively for both teams. Nebraska with a 1-point lead. 11:03 to go in this first half of play here in Lubbock at the gorgeous United Spirit Arena here in Lubbock.
With O'Reilly Auto Parts signs everywhere.
Even on the coach.
Each team has attempted 10 free throws, or excuse me, 10 field goals, or 11, I guess, for the Red Raiders, and 2 and 3 made. So slow start, I guess you could say that, yeah. Nebraska's gone to the bench. Paul Verlander's going to be in the game. Give Nebraska another threat from the outside.
And Paul Verlander intercepts a pass. Nicely done. That would make Courtney Grigsby or Tierre Green proud of that play. And now a turnover in the lane for the Huskers. Here comes Martin Zeno. Skip pass. This is Pelfka out top. Burgess in the corner. Short. Tipped around. Jamel White into the lineup during the timeout with the rebound. Chris Ballum also out there for NU.
And Ballum played his best minutes of the year against Missouri on Saturday night. So he's going to get a little early action here as March gets a breather.
7-6, Nebraska with the lead. Ballum with it up top. And a Richardson. Charles pumps, hangs, hits. Tough shot by Richardson. He has 4.
Boy, I'd say Nebraska has to have great spacing on offense. With such a guard-oriented offense, they have to have great spacing, really work the ball well, have a lot of movement.
Tech skips it in the corner. Lefka, air ball, rebound Zeno, goes up, tipped away. White trying to save it. It will stay with Texas Tech. Talk about a tough shot by the senior point guard of the Huskers. Take a look at this.
Drives into the elbow. Looks like somebody might have got a hand on the ball. He still goes up with it, gets it to fall.
3-point Nebraska lead.
Nebraska with the zone.
Lefka goes up and draws the foul. This could be on White. It is on Jamel. That's his first. Only the third team foul. This free throw's in there.
Doc Sadler was not happy with Jamel White on that possession in the zone. Chris Ballin was hanging out in the middle of the lane with 4 guards.
Lefka hits both free throws. 1-point game again. Belander, left side up top to Richardson. Sek Henry, pull up 17-footer. Sek Henry with 4.
Boy, good shot by Sek Henry, but a lot of jump shots from Nebraska. Nothing going to the basket right now. Nothing from the post presence of Ballum in there. Marich, even when he was in, didn't get much done on the block, so Nebraska is still living and dying by that jump shot.
Huskers have gone zone this trip. Zeno with a jump shot. Rattles out, rebounded by Sek Henry.
Sek has a little bit more energy tonight. I think he got a message sent to him the last couple of days after his performance in Missouri.
You can see some bounce in his step, can't you? Verlander for 3. Yes, Paul Verlander knocks in his 18th 3 of the year. Nebraska has their biggest lead at 6.
Exactly why Paul Verlander comes into the game, just to try to get an inch and get a 3 off. Gets a steal and a 3-point shot.
Bosco too strong. Nebraska with a chance to build on this lead.
Set play called from the sideline by Doc Sadler.
Sek Henry off the Ballum screen. Verlander, top of the key, wraps the pass, trying to get inside of Ballum. It's poked away by Tech.
Another turnover. You have to value the ball more than that when you're on the road.
Bosco with a wild shot up and in, and he draws the foul. Bosco has 5 off the Tech bench and draws the foul from Chris Ballum. A wild play to end this segment. A nice one for Tech.
Get everything you need online at AndersonAutoGroup.com. Getting the trade-in value of your car is just a few simple clicks away at AndersonAutoGroup.com. Getting the trade-in value of your car couldn't get any easier. There's only one place you need to go. AndersonAutoGroup.com from Andersons. Now that's smart.
It's the Anderson people. It's how you feel. Get the Anderson advantage. The value is real.
Nebraska Pick 5 winners get pretty wild.
Yahoo!
But soon these reactions could seem tame.
Wow.
That's because in February, all Nebraska Pick 5 jackpots are doubled.
All right! I don't believe it. Oh, my.
So if you play Nebraska Pick 5 in February, things might get loud.
I win! Big bucks! Hey! Yeah!
Nebraska Pick 5. It's our game.
Yeah!
This week on the Best Damn Sports Show, period.
Wednesday, it's Best Damn's Top 50 Blunders in Sports. What screw-ups changed the course of history? Behind the bag! It gets through Buckner! Who messed up the most at the worst possible time?
He called a timeout. Michigan doesn't have any.
No! They had their chance and they blew it. Don't make the same mistake and miss out. Wednesday, Best Damn gets blunderstruck. This week at 11 Central, midnight Eastern.
14-10, Nebraska with an advantage with 7:48 to go in the opening half. Hey, Sports Ultimate Nightly Highlight Show is here. The FSN Final Score. It's the only national show that gives you nothing but wall-to-wall highlights. The FSN Final Score tonight at 9:30 and 10:30 on FSN Midwest. Huskers heating up a little bit from the field.
Yeah, now shooting 46%, and a guy like Paul Valander knows his role on this team. Doc Sadler brings him in off the bench, and he doesn't need much space, but you see he's going to get rid of the ball. He's going to end up coming back to the other side of the court, getting an open look. He doesn't need much with that quick release. Richardson finds him, gets rid of it, and a big shot for a team really struggling offensively.
Nebraska has hit 2 threes on the night. So has Tech. Tech is still shooting an icy 18%. Alan Vasco has given them a nice lift off the bench with 5, and he'll try to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play here with a free throw. He has 6 of their 11 points. Nebraska by 3 now.
Alex March back in the game.
Marcus Perry, double pick. Get it to March, jump hook, missed it.
Just struggled really bad offensively in the first half of some of these games. At this point, you wonder if it starts to become a mental issue early in ball games.
Tanner Ogden misses a 3, rebounded by March. Huskers have done a nice job of one and done for the most part tonight.
Still out rebounding Texas Tech. Out rebounded Missouri on Saturday night. Of course, Missouri's not known as a good rebounding team themselves.
Very plain tonight against Iowa State in Ames. March down low, backing in, kick out. Richardson for 3, no good, crawls off.
Tried to get a flop there. March was backing in. It's a good no call.
Slip pass inside. Nebraska scores and draws the foul from Marcus Perry.
It's too easy. It's going to be 2 3-point plays on layups under the basket. Texas Tech has Nebraska struggling to find points right now. Just can't give up easy buckets in the lane. Good pass in here from Zeno. Little wraparound. Marcus Perry was late getting there. Tie ball game.
Tech is 4 of 4 from the line, so while they're not shooting it well from the field, they're making their free throws, and they've rattled off 6 straight to tie this thing up here in Lubbock. Perry for 3. Yeah, now rolled out. Wow.
Oh boy, I think it was 3/4 of the way in.
Everything but a 3-point goal. Ogden flips, missed, tipped around. Anderson retrieves on the baseline. Nebraska's had a couple of good looks at threes. One from Richardson in the deep corner, and that one from Perry that have just not gone home the last 2 trips.
In and out. 3-second call on Marich. Big battle going on in there in the paint with Marich.
Boy, that was a quick 3-second call. And a travel up top on Zeno. Doc Sadler not happy with that 3-second call. We just showed it to you. It was pretty quick.
And then you get a call at the other end on the travel.
Neither coach is happy. I think they're just as upset with their teams probably as they are.
How can you be happy with 14 points and each team with about 7 turnovers apiece?
Marich down low. The jump hook missing.
Didn't even draw iron. Boy, with his back to the basket right now, Alex just not getting it done.
And they got a one and done as Jackson missed the runner. Richardson the rebound. Numbers are not there. Perry, top of the key for 3. No good. Rebound by Jarius Jackson.
Believe it or not, Marcus Perry isn't probably as good a shooter from the top of the key as he is the corner. In the corners, he just lights it up. Some guys just have a shot that fits their eye.
Ogden for 3, no good. Ball tipped around, there's gonna be a foul over the back on Tech. It'll be on Alan Vosco. his first, third team foul on Tech. Neither team is close to the bonus yet. We have 4:58 to go. In the opening half, we are tied at 14.
See if Nebraska tries to get Alex some touches, maybe away from the basket a little ways. Sometimes when he catches it, even when he's deep with his back to the basket, he's really struggled. He has a nice square-up jump shot.
Ryan Anderson poked away, stripped away by Tech. Here come the Red Raiders.
Good defense in transition.
Lefka scores inside. He's been big. He has 7 in the first half, and Tech has their first lead.
Just as I say that, Marge got beat down the floor. Another easy bucket. Texas Tech hasn't hurt Nebraska offensively until they've gotten right into the paint for a layup.
Lob over the top. Marge catches and scores inside. His first bucket of the game.
Little lob pass inside. Broken 8-0 run by Texas Tech.
Zeno with it out top. 4 minutes left opening half. Tanner Ogden for a deep three.
That was a deep jump shot, but Ryan Anderson didn't close out on his man.
3-point Tech lead. Ryan Anderson left wing. Rolls out.
Boy, another three in and out. Another open look, though.
They're getting good looks. Just have not hit a couple of jumpers here in the last few minutes. That one rolls in there for John Lefka. And he has been huge for Tech. And they have forged out to a 6-point lead here in Lubbock. .315 left. Both coaches working hard here in Lubbock.
I'm just ecstatic with this bike, Polly. You did a great job.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Everyone, a round of applause for Polly.
My father is a very warm, nurturing man.
Hey, Polly. I was thinking, it's so nice out. Why don't you take a ride down to Napa and pick up those parts?
Wow, this is awesome. I love you, Dad, and I love going to Napa.
Hey, you should take Mikey.
Texas Tech's warmed up the last couple of minutes and now has forged up by 6. It wasn't too long ago, Matt, that Nebraska had a 6-point lead.
Now in the last 4 minutes and 33 seconds, it's been a 14-2 run by Texas Tech. A couple of triples.
And Nebraska's had some tough shooting luck with some good open looks. Balls have just rattled out. Valander can't connect on a three-pointer from the corner.
Another pretty good look, too. Tell you what, you live by the three-point shot, and sometimes they just aren't going to fall. That's what's happening to Nebraska right now. And the biggest problem was when Texas Tech was really cold in the first 7 minutes, Nebraska wasn't able to build too much of a lead.
Zeno inside, powers it up, got it, and he's fouled. And a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. The foul was on a White, and Tech taking control here in Lubbock late in the first half.
I'm just ecstatic with this bike, Polly. You did a great job.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Everyone, a round of applause for Polly.
My father is a very warm, nurturing man.
Hey, Polly. I was thinking, it's so nice out. Why don't you take a ride down to Napa and pick up those parts?
Wow, this is awesome. I love you, Dad, and I love going to Napa.
Hey, you should take Mikey.
When you give yourself a minute to think, you give yourself a chance to make a better decision.
Today And on the FSN Final Score presented by DirecTV, the Celtics are riding a franchise-worst 14-game losing streak. Boston tries to end the futility in Detroit against the Pistons. And in the college ranks, it's a big-time Big Ten battle. Greg Oden's Buckeyes host hated rival Michigan. Plus, on the ice, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins look for at least a point in their 11th consecutive game. All that and more coming up tonight on the Final Score.
Tech leads at 24-16 here in Lubbock with 2:35 to go in the opening half. Hey, tomorrow, the Lady Cornhuskers return to FSN Midwest for a Big 12 battle as they tip off against Kansas State. Live coverage begins at 7 tomorrow night right here on FSN Midwest. Martin Zeno may have a sore ankle after that last play, as it looked like he caught a piece of Jamel White's foot.
Makes a cut to the basket, and when he puts on the brakes right there, it looks like he might have turned it just a little bit. He comes back into the lane, though. You see him limp off a little bit. He has a chance at a three-point play.
Which would be the third conventional three-point play that Tech has had here in the first half. They've gotten themselves inside for some buckets and Huskers have fouled, and they've also hit some threes. Tech has hit 4 threes. Tech, Matt, is number 2 in the country in three-point shooting. They connect on 43% of their threes, and after a slow start, they've warmed up here.
Well, similar to Nebraska, they have a lot of different guys that can knock down the three-point shot. Nebraska's only 2 for 10 right now. Turnovers and shooting the 30 percentile. It's going to be tough.
Spells trouble, doesn't it? Zeno with it, top of the key. Roscoe. Tanner Ogden has given the Red Raiders a lift off the bench. Zeno on the baseline, and a travel on Zeno. That's the 7th turnover of the half on Tech. Minute 44. Sek Henry with it. Well, poked away, and it goes off of Sek's thigh out of bounds. And another turnover on Nebraska. And Sek a little gimpy at the end of that play.
Like a right ankle. Might have sprained his right ankle. Right there. A little bit of a tweak.
Minute and a half left in the opening half. Darius Jackson, who only has 3 points in the half. Remember, he scorched the Huskers last year in Lincoln, was 41. Zeno with a jumper. Throwing in. And the lead now to 11.
Guess you could call that shooter's touch.
Tech is on a 19-2 run. Strobridge gets it into Maric. Spinning, flips, no good. Gets it back, kicks it back out front. Strobridge penetrates. New shot clock for the Huskers. Maric, Strobridge. And an offensive foul on Alex Maric. That'll be his second. And the 17th foul on Nebraska. Now Tech with a chance for the final shot of the half. See the contact right in the lane. Good work by our guys tonight. Chris Ballum. And a timeout taken by Tech, Doc Sadler. Keeping an eye on things. This week, ACC Sunday Night Hoops presented by Pizza Hut returns with a doubleheader. Beginning with Boston College taking on the Florida State Seminoles. Then the 16th ranked Duke Blue Devils battle the Maryland Terrapins. Coverage begins after the college basketball tip-off show Sunday at 2:30, 11:30 a.m. Pacific right here on FSN Midwest. Well, a promising start to this game for Nebraska. Turned into a disastrous final 8 minutes for the Big Red. At the under 8 timeout, it was 14-10 Nebraska. Huskers have only scored 2 points in the last 8 minutes of this half. try to shut off Tech here in the final 30. Plefka to Voskuhl. Zeno up top. Voskuhl with it between the rings. 10 seconds left in the half. You can count it down in our Fox box. Ogden inside. Voskuhl shot and put in for 2. What a half he has had. 8 first half points. Verlander from half court missed it. What a finish by Tech. They lead it by 13 over the Huskers here at the half. And Bob Knight headed to the locker room.
Coach, in the first half, a little bit of a run there by Texas Tech. What do you tell your guys at halftime?
Well, defensively, we're playing as well as we can play. We just got to score some points, and that's what we're having a problem doing. I mean, you hold a team to 29 points, it's not our defense. The run didn't bother us. That's the average, but we got to score points.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second.
All right, Matt. Doc Sadler watched as his team suffered a 21-2 run over the final 7:48 of the half by the Red Raiders, and Tech has opened up a 13-point lead here in Lubbock tonight. 29-16 our score at the half. We're back to begin our halftime as you're watching Husker Hoops here on FSN Midwest.
Grubb & Ellis Pacific Realty. Our commitment is to help you meet and even exceed your commercial real estate expectations. Whether they be transaction services, financial services, property or facilities management services, or strategic services, our team of professionals are well experienced and always represent your best interests. Whether right in your own backyard or anywhere in the world, call Grubb & Ellis Pacific Realty and we'll deliver a level of service that is unsurpassed.
Hang on. Oh, I can't get out.
I got it.
Get any new Dodge, like the all-new Nitro, equipped with a Sirius satellite radio, and you'll get a 12-month subscription to the best radio on radio.
The greatest fans in the nation, this is the power of red. Fan support, home or away, this is the power of red.
Record-setting crowds at Hawks Field in the College World Series. This is the power of red.
71 consecutive sellouts at the NU Coliseum. Now that is the power of red.
Over 4 decades of consecutive sellouts at Memorial Stadium. This is the power of red.
Come home to Anderson.
If you've been following the news, you can expect energy prices in your home to reach an all-time high this year. Well, at Fred's HVAC Services, we'll help you get a jump on summer by letting you know that it's time to service your system before hot weather hits your home and your wallet. Fred specializes in high-efficiency cooling systems by Trane. It's hard to stop a Trane. That's the ultimate in comfort. At Fred's HVAC Services, call today at 895-3030.
Feel comfortable. Fred's HVAC Services.
29-16, Texas Tech with a lead over Nebraska at the half. We thought we'd give you a chance to see what some of the Huskers' likes and dislikes about college basketball and college in general.
Oh, yeah. Worst habit. Worst habit off the court is probably sleeping too much. Where do I start? Yeah. Sometimes I play my music too much. Every chance I get, I close my eyes and go to sleep. I gotta do some more work. No, probably like every other student, probably procrastinating, leaving things to the last minute. Marcus Perry, I think we have the closest relationship on the team. He's a senior, I'm a senior, and I was his co-host when he came on his visit. And we've been through a lot together, some injuries, some surgeries, but other than that, we talk a lot, so he's probably my closest friend on the team.
Marcus Perry, pretty close to him too. He's a real personable person. And just to see the responsibilities that he has as a player and a man off the court, it just, kind of sets an example for me. He's somebody to look up to on the team. He has kids, wife, he's doing school, and he's still playing, and he's playing through injuries and, time and time and time, and he never complains. He just, he just takes responsibility for what's, in front of him.
Let's go! I'll probably say, Chuck, just because, he's helped, he's been here with me since, obviously he's a year older, but he was as a freshman, and, we hang out on and off the court, we're close, and just there's that bond between a guard and a big man. Just moving on forward from negativity.
To keep my grades up, it's kind of hard. I haven't done this before, traveling a lot, and then you're still expected to maintain. There's no excuses, just keeping my grades up. That's a big focus.
It's been coming along. I haven't had too much negative things happen so far this year, so hopefully I don't, but if it does, I just gotta know how to overcome that.
I'm doing better than I did last semester.
This was the first year where, I didn't have a resolution. I was like, I wonder what 2007 has in store for me, so no resolution.
Well, it's been an enjoyable half for Tech fans. They lead at 29-16 at the half. We're back with some first half highlights next here on FSN Midwest.
This is Casey. This is Matt. This is Meredith. This is Larry. And this is a reminder, life is wonderful. Insure it. We do every day. Find out more about life insurance and our agents at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. Seek shelter today.
We've been America's best-selling truck for 30 straight years now. Guess we should celebrate. Nah, we got work to do. With best-in-class payload and towing, Ford trucks are built Ford tough. Now get behind the wheel of a 2007 F-150 Super Cab 4x4, just $249 a month for 36 months.
The greatest fans in the nation, this is the power of red. Fan support, home or away, this is the power of red.
Record-setting crowds at Hawks Field in the College World Series. This is the power of red.
71 consecutive sellouts at the NU Coliseum. Now that is the power of red.
Over 4 decades of consecutive sellouts at Memorial Stadium. This is the power of red.
There's a new O'Reilly Auto Parts store. That means better parts, better people, and better prices are just around the corner. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices.
Academic success plays a vital role for Nebraska athletics. The Hall of Distinction honors those student athletes who have achieved both athletic and academic success at Nebraska. The names of nearly 5,000 letter winners who have earned their degrees while competing at the university are engraved in the hall, including a nation-leading number of academic All-Americans. Tradition, teamwork, integrity. Come visit the Hall of Distinction located in the Hewitt Center under the direction of Dennis LeBlanc in West Memorial Stadium.
Tonight on the FSN Final Score presented by DirecTV. The Celtics are riding a franchise worst 14-game losing streak. Boston tries to end the futility in Detroit against the Pistons. And in the college ranks, it's a big-time Big Ten battle. Greg Oden's Buckeyes host hated rival Michigan. Plus, on the ice, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins look for at least a point in their 11th consecutive game. All that and more coming up tonight on the Final Score.
Welcome back to United Spirit Arena here in Lubbock. A look at some of the banners that adorn the rafters here at this beautiful facility, including the Bob Knight one, commemorating him being the all-time college basketball career leader as a head coach. Greg Sharp, Matt Davison rejoin you from Lubbock, and pretty good start, pretty bad finish for the Huskers in that half.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Nebraska started out playing extremely good defense, grabbed an early lead, got up 14-8 at one point in the first half, but ended it on a 21-2 skid. Charles Richardson hits a jump shot early on. Paul Valander comes off the bench and knocks down a three for Nebraska, and it looked like things were going okay. Defensively, they were playing extremely well, but they were living and dying by the jump shot. No inside post presence at all offensively for Nebraska, so when shots started to not fall, they got in trouble. And about the time Nebraska couldn't make anything, that's when Texas Tech really turned up the heat offensively themselves. They started knocking down some shots and getting into the paint and really getting it done against that Nebraska defense the last half of the half, and that's really what results in a 29-16 lead for Texas Tech right now, Greg.
Yeah, 21-2 run to end the half. We're back to take a look at some first half numbers and the second half next here on FSN.
Nebraska Pick 5 winners get pretty wild.
Yahoo!
But soon these reactions could seem tame.
Wow.
That's because in February, all Nebraska Pick 5 jackpots are doubled.
All right! I don't believe it. Oh, my.
So if you play Nebraska Pick 5 in February, things might get loud.
Big bucks.
Hey! Yeah!
Nebraska Pick 5. It's our game.
Yeah!
Who am I? What's the meaning of it all? I mean, what if we're not alone in the... Whoa, these windows are clean.
Anderson introduces glass that resists dirt buildup and reduces water spots up to 99%.
You see a lot of bumper stickers on the road these days for dog lovers and cat people. Optimists have bumper stickers, and so do pessimists. There are stickers for scholars and sports fans. But there's one sticker that makes sense for everyone. In fact, 9 out of 10 shelter customers would recommend us to someone else. Shelter insurance. Seek shelter today.
Get everything you need online at AndersonAutoGroup.com. Financing your new vehicle is just a few short clicks away at AndersonAutoGroup.com. Follow the easy steps to get pre-approved for your new car or truck. There's only one place you need to go. AndersonAutoGroup.com from Andersons. Now that's smart.
It's the Anderson people. It's how you feel. Get the Anderson advantage. The value is real.
This week on the Best Damn Sports Show, period.
Wednesday, it's Best Damn's Top 50 Blunders in Sports. What screw-ups changed the course of history? Behind the bag! It gets through Buckner! Who messed up the most at the worst possible time?
We called a timeout. Michigan doesn't have any.
No! They had their chance and they blew it. Don't make the same mistake and miss out. Wednesday, Best Damn gets blunderstruck. This week at 11 Central, midnight Eastern.
Texas Tech gets 21 points off their bench in the first half, and they have a 13-point lead over Nebraska here at the half. 29-16 our score. We're back with the second half coming up next here in Lubbock.
Should I even ask?
What? Floor's cold.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's always cold in winter.
1, the family had a propane furnace installed. And 2, you're gonna get hurt.
No, I won't.
Propane furnaces deliver 25 degrees warmer air than heat pumps and last up to 10 years longer.
You okay?
Fine. Wow, the floor is warm.
For all-over comfort, choose clean, reliable propane at usepropane.com.
Choosing the right home may take months. Decorating it perfectly may take years. Leaving it every day just takes complete confidence in both your home and auto insurance.
Allied Homeowners and Auto Insurance, a nationwide company. On your side.
We've been America's best-selling truck for 30 straight years now. Guess we should celebrate. Nah, we got work to do. With best-in-class payload and towing, Ford trucks are built Ford tough. Now get behind the wheel of a 2007 F-150 Super Cab 4x4, just $249 a month for 36 months.
The newest, most powerful Nextel phones are here. Introducing the i880 with its sleek design, 2-megapixel camera, and built-in MP3 player. Now your to-do list has its own playlist. And check out the rugged i580. It's built to withstand rain, dust, shock, and anything else you throw at it. And the affordable i670 with GPS capability like all Nextel walkie-talkie phones. Phones start at just $19.99. The power to get things done with Nextel. Nextel, only from Sprint.
You probably only need one good reason to talk to Shelter. Insurance for your car, home, business, boat, farm, or life. But we can give you more than 1,300 reasons to talk to us. They're the same reasons why so many of our customers are so satisfied with their policies. Shelter agents. When we started in 1946, our agents all agreed on one thing. The only kind of service that counts is the personal kind. There's no better way to do business.
Welcome back to Lubbock, 29-16, our halftime score. Time to take a look at some of those halftime statistics, which are brought to you by the Anderson Auto Group, where your next car is just a click away at AndersonAutoGroup.com. Anderson, now that's smart.
You see a couple things there that really stick out. The number 11 and the number 32%. Come on the road and turn it over 11 times in the first half and only shoot 32%, and 2 for 10 from downtown. And you're probably going to find yourself in a hole, and that's where the Huskers are right now.
Of those 10 three-pointers, though, that were attempted, most of them were good open looks, just could not connect.
Sure they were, and it was from the guys that Nebraska wants shooting them. It was Marcus Perry with a couple open looks, Paul Valander with a couple open looks that just didn't fall.
Huskers need a good start to the second half. Inside, Maric up and under, scores and draws the foul. Nice move by Alex, who only had 2 in that first half.
And he has been much better in the second halves of games, so see if this gets him going a little bit. A nice move in there. Double team came, but came to the wrong side. A little athleticism there shown by the big man. See if he can hit a free throw now. Flanked the first 2 of the first half.
It's only the 4th foul called in the game on Nebraska, or on Texas Tech. 10-point game. Nebraska zone out of halftime.
See if Texas Tech looks to hit some outside jump shots.
Zeno short on that one. Tipped around. Anderson gets it.
Rebounds were just about deadlocked. 17-16 in the first half, so Nebraska did a pretty good job there. And they did a good job defensively. As Doc Sadler said there at the halftime interview, only 29 points. You can live with that.
Marcus Perry puts it on the floor, kisses it home, and they'll wave it off of the charge. Nice, strong move by Marcus, but he gets called for the offensive foul.
Looked like a pretty good take to the basket. I don't know if he was there or not. Like Marcus was in the air, and the help came over. Tough call. Could have gone either way.
I like the aggressive start to the second half. Both attempts have been inside for the Big Red. Zeno spinning, dishes, throws it away. Perry with a steal. They'll hold it up and get it to the senior point guard, Richardson. Boy, was Charles good Saturday late in that game at Columbia. 10 of 10 from the line for Richardson when the Huskers were holding off the Tigers for that road win.
Just the guy you want on the free throw line in that situation where you're in a tight ball game on the road.
J.R. Strobridge for 3. He buckets it home, his 18th 3 of the year. And Nebraska with a 6-0 start to the second half.
Another one of those freshmen that steps up at key times in games. He was big against Missouri with 2 threes in the first half on Saturday night. And that's the kind of team Nebraska has. They have to have a different guy each night step up and really get it done if they're going to be successful.
Inside, Zeno scoring. He now has 7. 31-22. And Nebraska's quickly gotten this into a single-digit games. Richardson finds Perry. Down low to Maric. Catches, hangs, draws another foul. That's on Plefka. That's his second. Both here in the second half.
Foul number 32, John Plefka.
Tech does some nice interior passing. We've seen it a couple of times tonight.
Well, they're well disciplined. They do a good job. Zeno running the baseline there. Found a little hole opening in the zone. It's a good pass and a nice finish.
Alex. Comes up short on his first attempt. He now is 1 of 4 from the line in the game.
Usually when he sticks in there and doesn't fade away, he's a lot better from the free throw line.
And that was Alex March's 900th career point in his Husker career. Inside, nearly stolen away. Vasco for 3. Boy, he's been big. He has 11 in the game.
He shoots a bullet. I'm telling you, that thing doesn't get very much arc on it, but he's hit some big shots.
Strobridge up top. 11-point lead for the Red Raiders. March quickly double teamed. Finds Strobridge. 12 to shoot. JR has hit 1-3. Missed that one, but got the rebound back inside. Scores. Nice job by JR with 5 in the second half.
Normally the guy that shoots it knows where the rebound's coming off better than anyone else. He did a great job following his shot, getting the left-handed layup to go. Both teams better offensively in this half.
Bosco throws it on the baseline. Jackson with Strobridge with his head turned. Didn't see that pass coming.
Strobridge is face guarding Jarius Jackson. Could have easily picked it off.
10 to shoot for Tech. Zeno. As Nebraska's into a little box and one here to start this second half. Tanner Ogden from deep Lubbock. Missed it. Foul on Vasco trying to get the rebound. That was from North Lubbock where he shot that one from.
And that was good defense from Nebraska. Coming out with the box and one. Strobridge face guarding Jarius Jackson, trying to not let him catch the ball. Forced it really deep 3.
Talk about a box and one. It's basically where 4 of your guys play a zone and one guy's chasing somebody. In this case, Jarius Jackson. Richardson for 3. Yes, Charles Richardson hits the 3-point jumper.
Boy, good job. It was a ball screen there on the left wing. And the guy guarding Richardson, I think Bosco went underneath the screen. Richardson pulled up, knocked it down.
6-point game here in Lubbock. What a start to the second half for the Big Red. Zeno to Ogden. Zeno out front. 10 to shoot. Skip pass to Zeno for 3 in the wing. No good. March the one-handed rebound.
Texas Tech isn't liking that box and one right now. Tough time finding good looks, good shots.
Huskers played some box and one against Stephon Hannon, Missouri on Saturday. And implementing that defense again here tonight. Richardson pump fake, steps inside, kicks out. Anderson for 3. And it sticks in the neck of the backboard. And we'll hit a timeout. Good start to the second half for the Huskers. They scored 12 points in the first 4 minutes of this second half, including a couple of threes like this one from Charles.
Just ecstatic with this bike, Polly. You did a great job.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Everyone, a round of applause for Polly.
My father is a very warm, nurturing man.
Hey, Polly. I was thinking, it's so nice out. Why don't you take a ride down to Napa and pick up those parts?
Wow, this is awesome. I love you, Dad, and I love going to Napa.
Hey, you should take Mikey.
This week on the Best Damn Sports Show, period.
Wednesday, it's Best Damn's Top 50 Blunders in Sports. What screw-ups changed the course of history? Behind the bag! It gets through Buckner! Who messed up the most at the worst possible time?
We call a timeout. Michigan doesn't have any.
No! They had their chance and they blew it. Don't make the same mistake and miss out. Wednesday, Best Damn gets blunderstruck. This week at 11 Central, midnight Eastern.
Here comes the channel Big Ten fans have always dreamed of. Here comes the Big Ten Network. From football to basketball and everything in between. 365 days a year. All Big Ten. All the time. The Big Ten Network, coming August 2007.
Oh, you got to love college basketball. We have two of the more active coaches in the Big 12 here tonight with Doc Sadler on that Husker bench and Bob Knight on that Texas Tech bench. But, Matt, what a start to this second half by the Big Red.
Well, yeah, it was at the point in the game where it looked like Texas Tech could have built the thing into a 15, 18-point lead, and then it's probably over. Nebraska did a good job coming out here in the second half. Main thing, just knocking down some shots. 4 3-pointers.
They shot really well in the second half Saturday at Columbia when they were over 50%, a 66% start to this second half. And the defense, I think, has confused Tech a little bit.
They've hit 4 shots. 2 of them were from downtown.
Tanner.
4 threes overall on the game for Nebraska.
There's Ogden misfiring. And then a one-and-done possession for Tech, and the Huskers with a chance to cut into the 6-point lead. Richardson works off of a Marich pick. Perry down low. Alex catches, scores inside. And he has 6 in the second half, 8 in the game now.
It's a little duck move. Nebraska loves to run with Marich out of timeouts. Texas Tech did a pretty good job guarding it, but Alex went down after it and scored.
A 14-2 start to the second half. There's a 3 by Vasco. Vasco has 14 in this game. That's his 3rd 3-point make.
Off the bench.
Back to a 7-point Red Raider lead. Perry in the corner. Marich for 3. Yes, his second 3 of the season and his first since the North Texas game back in November.
Well, he shows that range in practice all the time. His teammates want him to shoot it more.
That'll make a defender think again on him. He pops out there. Lefka goes up, gets it, and draws the foul. Boy, he's been big. That's Marich's 3rd foul. There's the look at the 3 from the corner by Alex.
I thought the foul was going to come on the help. Bench really liked it. Marich hitting that 3. That's a big call.
3 fouls now on Alex. Lefka, you can see, doubling up his season average here tonight. Did not start, so he was maybe a little more motivated tonight. Verlander on the wing. Crawls off. Rebound by Zeno. Here come the Red Raiders with numbers. Marich with a good poke away. Out of bounds, it will stay with Texas Tech. Chris Bottom will come in for Marich with those 3 fouls. He'll get a bit of a break for Doc Sadler's club.
Should be able to sit this next minute and 8 seconds until the next media break and then maybe get back in there.
Zeno, baseline, hangs, scores another old-fashioned 3-point play. Tech has had a basket full of those here tonight.
4 of them, I believe. Went right around Chris Ballum like he was standing still. Help was a little bit late. I guess they called a block on Verlander.
Or did they call an offensive foul? I think they called an offensive foul, but a bucket.
Oh, that's what they called. I was waiting for the free throw.
So it's on Zeno. That's his first. But they deemed that the ball had left his hand when the contact came. Sek Henry for 3. No good. Battle for the rebound. Tanner Ogden gets it. 9-point Tech lead. Huskers have to be careful after doing some good work to get back into this thing early in the second half. Zeno, kick out.
Zone defense really giving Texas Tech fits.
Ogden flips, missed it. Zeno missed, tipped out. Sek Henry retrieves.
Nice offensive rebound by Tech. Got the second chance opportunity.
Bolander with a pull-up. Back iron. Ball out of bounds off of Texas Tech. Huskers working hard to try to get back into this one. Right now they're down 9 here in Lubbock.
The greatest fans in the nation, this is the power of red. Fan support, home or away, this is the power of red.
Record-setting crowds at Hawks Field in the College World Series. This is the power of red.
71 consecutive sellouts at the NU Coliseum. Now that is the power of red. Over 4 decades of consecutive sellouts at Memorial Stadium. This is the power of red.
Hi. My car's parked outside.
My volume went up.
Really?
Really?
My motorhome is...
Brake pads? What are semi-metallic heavy-duty brake pads?
Semi-metallic heavy-duty brake pads.
How you doing? I'm looking for a intake manifold for a Chevy 350.
Right.
With the best people in the business and more than 100,000 parts, we know what you need. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices.
I've got this problem. All businesses start out as ideas. At Shelter, the idea was simple. Offer great insurance, great performance, and great agents. That way people can concentrate on the really important parts of life. So while you're doing things like this, we managed to do this. And if you ever do something like this, it's good to know this. At Shelter, we take care of things so you can get on with your life.
Welcome back to Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech leads Nebraska 42-33. Matt Davison down on the floor, and I found one big Husker fan, Athletic Director Steve Peterson. And Steve, you made the trip down here. Busy time right now to be a Husker fan, especially be the Athletic Director.
Well, we've got a lot of great things going on right now. Certainly, our men's basketball team's making great progress, and we're so excited about what Doc's doing, and appreciate all the support he's gotten. You know, women's basketball team is doing great. Connie's done such a great job, and her staff and her players, and I hope a lot of people want to come out and see them. And then tomorrow we're excited because we're going to sign a great class in football, another great step in moving this program forward. And so it is a great time to be at Nebraska. We're excited.
Yeah, everyone's excited for signing day for football players always, but the baseball team will be starting up here, and that's always an exciting time, something that's really grown over the last few years.
Well, we've got a fine baseball team, and certainly Mike and his staff have done a tremendous job. We're excited to get this going. I think we're going to have a heck of a softball team as well, and so they're both starting to play right now, and we're excited to get this underway.
Steve, great to see you down here. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, great to be with you.
Greg, back over to you.
All right, Matt, the athletic director. The boss is in the building tonight. Doc Sadler appreciating the support down here in Lubbock. Huskers trying to fight back from a big first-half deficit. Jamel White weaves inside and scores his first bucket of the game. Jamel had 18 a year ago against Tech in the game in Lincoln. Big change in the way the Huskers are shooting the ball here in the second 20 minutes. Skip pass, Burgess in the corner. Out of Vosco. Vosco again on the wing. Inside, Jackson goes up, missed it, tips it up and in. Jarius Jackson only with 5 in the game. Nebraska's done a tremendous job on him.
One of the best scorers in the Big 12 Conference. Nice job following his shot there.
Zach Henry top of the key for 3. He launches and misses. Burgess tips it out to Vosco. Always good to see the boss on a road game. That's appreciative, I'm sure, by Doc and the staff.
Sure, Steve. Mark Bain made the trip down here.
Do we dare tell people what it was like here today?
76 degrees.
It was gorgeous outside.
I had to send an email back to the office telling everybody that.
Yeah.
We got some unkind responses.
Yeah, I bet you did. 6 on the shot clock, and Zeno with a travel. And the ball comes back to the Big Red, down by 9. Marcus Perry comes in for Chris Bottom, so the Huskers are going to go with a very small lineup on the floor. Alex Marich on the bench. 3 fouls, getting his second half rest. Nebraska's going to need to make a jump shot or 2 here.
Or something going to the basket.
Marcus Perry for three. Falls off. Sec Henry battling for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball, and Tech will get it on the alternate arrow.
Tech got the last one, I believe. Greg, I think it might be Nebraska ball.
Yep, you're right. Sorting it out down low, it is Nebraska.
Nebraska started the half with a 14-5 run, and since it's been a 10-5 run the other way for Texas Tech.
9-point Tech lead. Jamel White in the corner for three. Yes, Jamel White with 5 here in the second half.
What a big shot for Jamel White. Back to a 6-point game. So Nebraska shaved that lead down to 6 halfway through the second half, giving themselves a chance now in the last 10 minutes.
Shooting and hitting inside is DeSensei White. His first few minutes of the game.
A little bit of an unexpected basket there.
Kick out, Verlander for three. No good again. A good open look for Nebraska on the kick out.
Boy, a lot of jump shots.
.920 left. Tech by 8 here in Lubbock.
Nebraska sticking in that box and one. Jamel White right now on Jarius Jackson.
Ball tipped away, but Marcus Perry is fouling. That's his third foul. Marcus Perry, who is yet to dial in a field goal in this game. He's had some good looks, just has not been able to find the nets tonight.
Most of his shots have been from the top of the key or thereabouts.
Burgess tracks it down in the corner. Ball loose, and a timeout taken by Tech. 46-38, our score here in Lubbock. Huskers were down 13 at the half, but they've worked their way back into this one.
Who am I? What's the meaning of it all? I mean, what if we're not alone in the... Whoa, these windows are clean.
Anderson introduces glass that resists dirt buildup and reduces water spots up to 99%.
Wow, this place is really nice.
Well, I wanted to make tonight special. That's why I got you this.
Honey, you didn't have to get me anything.
Go ahead, open it.
The best part of my...
Are these?
Platinum? Yes. Yes, they are.
Looking for that special part? We've got more than 100,000 of them. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices.
Oh, honey, they're perfect.
Dodge Caliber's versatility and great gas mileage make it perfect for a road trip. All the right features make it even better.
Welcome back to the United Spirit Arena here in Lubbock. And boy, there's some stars who have come out tonight. And one guy who Husker fans will certainly remember fondly is Roger Craig, now wearing a Texas Tech ball cap. His son plays basketball here, but boy, what a career he had in Lincoln.
Oh, man. I remember him more from the San Francisco 49ers. But, yeah, I've seen plenty of film to know how good he was at Nebraska.
And there is his son, Roderick Craig, who is a sophomore who's out this year with a medical injury. He'll have three years left to play here in Texas Tech, so Roger will probably be spending a lot more time down here in Lubbock. But what a terrific and one of the all-time great Nebraska running backs.
Sure was, and had an unbelievable career. One of the first running backs really in the NFL to go out and catch 100 balls and carry it 300 times. 1,000.
Big 12 score, one of the game tonight in Ames. Iowa State leads Missouri by 5 in the second half of that game. Cyclones knocked off Baylor last weekend. They're trying to make it 2 in a row. Here's a steal for the Huskers, a chance to cut into this 8-point spread. Strobridge in the corner to Sack. Still the small lineup out there for NU.
Gotta think Marich is going to come back in here soon just to give the size back to Nebraska a little bit.
Perry down low, flips and hits. That's his first basket of the game.
Maybe that'll get him going a little bit to hit a jump shot.
46, 48, 15 left. Bosco up top.
Still the box and one. Nebraska matching up really well right now.
Foul inside on NU, a non-shooting foul. It's going to be on Perry. That is his fourth team foul.
Perry tried to beat Jarius Jackson to the ball there in the paint.
He's got to be careful now. Inside of 8 minutes left, 6-point game. Bosco up top. Off to Zeno.
Nebraska with these 5 guards has the quickness advantage. They're able to cut people off when they try to penetrate. Just don't have the size in there to rebound. That's going to be the key. Once Texas Tech gets a shot on the glass, can Nebraska limit them to one opportunity?
Zeno for 3, crawls in there. Only his 7th 3 of the season. Builds the lead back to 9.
And not a 3-point threat normally. So for Nebraska, you're all right with that shot. Just happened to fall this time.
No White off the pick. Richardson guarded by Jarius Jackson. Sek Henry. 9 to shoot. Sek drives. Kick out. Foul on the drive on Zeno. That'll be his second. 4th foul on Texas Tech. 9-point game. 6:58 left here in Lubbock.
You need some help?
Yeah. Could you give me a jump?
Sure.
Give it a try. Try giving it some gas. Thanks.
Hey, Mom, how was your day? Pretty good.
Tonight on the FSN Final Score presented by DirecTV. The Celtics are riding a franchise worst 14-game losing streak. Boston tries to end the futility in Detroit against the Pistons. And in the college ranks, it's a big-time Big Ten battle. Greg Oden's Buckeyes host hated rival Michigan. Plus, on the ice, Sidney Crosby and the Penguins look for at least a point in their 11th consecutive game. All that and more coming up tonight on the Final Score.
49-40, Tech with the lead, and there's the banner commemorating Coach Knight's all-time career victory leader. That happened on January 1st when Texas Tech entertained New Mexico here. Won in a squeaker, 70-68, and the celebration set off. There's his son Pat, who is the head coach designate here down in Lubbock. And Coach Knight reveling in the honor of becoming the top guy in college basketball. And here's a look at that prestigious list. Dean Smith, who had the mark, who took it away from Adolph Rupp. Jim Phelan never had the mark, but is certainly one of the all-time great coaches in this sport. Pat will take over at some point in time here, much like Sean Sutton has this year at Oklahoma State.
Well, Bob Knight, some people agree with everything he's done. Some of the things he's done, some of the people maybe don't appreciate the way he's done it, but either way, he's won a lot of basketball games. His first year at Texas Tech, they went 23-9. And the year before he got here, they were 9-20.
Burgess a pull-up. That was a big swing. Jamel White's shot wouldn't crawl home. Tech races the other end and scores, and Doc Sadler wants a quick timeout here with 6:46 left. The lead now a double-digit lead of 11.
I don't think Doc Sadler liked the way Jamel took that ball to the basket there. He was fading away. I think he wanted him to take it strong to the basket. It results in an easy bucket the other way. So a 4-point swing in that 20 seconds right there.
Burgess, his first basket of the game. Boy, Nebraska, if you would have told me, Matt, before the game that they would hold Jarius Jackson to only 5 points at this stage of the game, I'd really like my chances.
Other guys have really stepped up. Vosco obviously is one of those, knocking down 3-point shots. And Texas Tech, we knew they were a good shooting team from behind the arc, but 7 of 17 right now.
And the Huskers will have it now with some work to do. Alex Marich back into the lineup during that timeout for Doc Sadler's club. They'll need some buckets and some stops on the defensive end. Richardson off of the pick. Inside, White fakes, goes up, missed it, but if he was fouled, he'll shoot a pair.
That was a nice pass, good feed entry inside. And that's how Jamel should have taken the last ball, strong up to the basket. Maybe get to the free throw line that time. Not a lot of free throws shot tonight, only 11 total by both teams.
Jamel hits the first. Hey, Husker fans, log on now to tier1bank.com and email your question for Coach Sadler's postgame radio show. If we use your question, you'll win a Pyrex Elegance baking dish. Tier 1 Bank taking the extra step. Jamel gets them both. 9-point Red Raider lead. 6.5 left.
J.R. Strobridge now on Jarius Jackson in the box and one, and Marich down on the low block with Jamel White.
Tech being patient. Vosco. 5 to shoot. Burgess winds it up. Missed it. Rebound with Jamel White.
Good job rebounding there, and a nice defensive possession for Nebraska. Chance to cut into that 10-point lead, get it in single digits, try to make a little run.
Strobridge top of the key with it left. Perry open. Connects. Marcus his first 3 of the game. And it is a 6-point game.
And that was a called play from the sideline. Doc Sadler loved that one. Gave it a little fist pump. Now you have to get excited, get another stop.
Zeno on the baseline, inside, throw it away. Trying to hit Jackson on a cut.
Jackson has to be getting a little frustrated right now. Not only is he not scoring the ball, but he's not even touching it really.
Another set play called out from the bench. Jamel White, Strobridge. See if we're trying to isolate Marich inside. Richardson gets it down to him. Alex catches, turns, missed it, but got fouled. Oh, they call a travel on it. And Doc Sadler is going ballistic on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't think he liked that one. Should have been at least a foul call.
6-point game. 4:44 left. Zeno. Pelska missed it. Rebound Jackson. Goes up. Missed it. They call a travel on Jackson. That will not be a popular call here in Lubbock.
I don't think anybody's happy with these guys right now. They have a tough job. Like Strobridge was down by Jackson's feet.
Richardson off of a Marich pick. Perry, another 3. Yes! Perry hits back-to-back threes. We have a 3-point game here in Lubbock.
And Nebraska's done a good job on defense the last few possessions. Resulted in them cutting into this thing just a matter of time before Perry was going to knock down a couple shots.
And remember, he's playing with 4 fouls. Zeno with it on the way. 4 minutes left. Whistle away from the ball. And it's a foul on J.R. Strobridge, his first, 5th team foul. Nebraska behind Marcus Perry's long-range shooting have crawled back into this one. They're only down 3 with 3:54 left.
Following the news, you can expect energy prices in your home to reach an all-time high this year. Well, at Fred's HVAC Services, we'll help you get a jump on summer by letting you know that it's time to service your system before hot weather hits your home and your wallet. Fred specializes in high-efficiency cooling systems by Trane. It's hard to stop a train. That's the ultimate in comfort. At Fred's HVAC Services, call today at 895-3030.
Feel comfortable. Fred's HVAC Services.
Car and Driver invited 600 of its readers to compare the handling of Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, and the all-wheel drive Ford Fusion. So, what'd they think?
Fusion by far had the nicest handling. It really gripped.
You could tell it had all-wheel drive and it was planted.
If you put Ford up against Honda or the Toyota, I would say the Ford would be the #1.
Now just sign and drive off. It's that simple. With 0 down, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing, lease a Ford Fusion for only $249 a month. Check it out yourself. Visit a Ford dealer or go to FusionChallenge.com.
Academic success plays a vital role for Nebraska athletics. The Hall of Distinction honors those student athletes who have achieved both athletic and academic success at Nebraska. The names of nearly 5,000 letter winners who have earned their degrees while competing at the university are engraved in the hall, including a nation-leading number of academic All-Americans. Tradition, teamwork, integrity. Come visit the Hall of Distinction located in the Hewitt Center under the direction of Dennis LeBlanc in West Memorial Stadium.
Nebraska basketball on FSM Midwest is brought to you by Shelter Insurance. By Napa Auto Parts. When you're looking for automotive parts and products to increase gas mileage on your vehicle, stop first at your local Napa Auto Parts store. And stop by your Midwest Ford dealers and take advantage of special pricing on America's favorite cars, trucks, and SUVs. Ford, bold moves. Huskers back to it in 3. Action heating up. Both coaches fired up here in the final 5 minutes.
Well, one of the reasons Nebraska's been able to get back into this thing is they haven't turned it over much in the second half. Only 2 times. Here's one of them. Let's see if Alex March does travel. Looks like he keeps his left foot down. See the travel call. Doc Sadler at the top of the screen. Can't believe it. That was about 2 possessions ago. And then it might have been a makeup call down at the other end on a travel call by Jarius Jackson.
Tech will have it underneath their basket. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. And a 3-point game. And nearly a 5-second count. Tech does use a timeout to save the possession. 3:53 left. Now Tech has 2 timeouts remaining. Well, down 13 at the half with the Huskers, and they have fought back to it in 3. Certainly have given themselves a chance here against Bob Knight's club.
Much better shooting here in the second half, and Nebraska knows how to shoot on the road, that's for sure.
Well, they've played a lot on the road. I mean, look at these air miles they put on this year. To New Jersey to play Rutgers, out to the West Coast to take on Oregon. Then you had to suffer through Honolulu.
Yeah, that was tough. And then to Miami. I mean, and there's the biggest part of that. It's from. That's how many miles it's from Lincoln. That's not round trip.
That's
so
just one way.
Over 15,000 miles traveled in the month of December.
Hardly had any home games in December. Zeno inside, spins and scores. Down low.
That was a nice play by Texas Tech. Off the inbounds, got it to their playmaker in the paint, and that is Martin Zeno.
Zeno is 14 in the game. The lead is 5. Richardson drives, has it blocked. Foul call. Plefka. That's Plefka's 4th. 16 foul. Richardson will go to the line to shoot a pair.
See Zeno cut to the basket right there. Little reverse pivot. Got it off around Alex March. Looked like March might have a chance to block that.
You know, Zeno is a classic example, Matt. If people say, well, you got to get points inside, so you naturally think of big, tall guys. But he's not. But he is so nifty inside. He can score down low for Tech.
Well, you give me a guard that's 6'4", 6'5", and can really slash to the basket and elevate and finish with either hand. And I'll take that any day. He's that guy. We said he only has 7 3-point shots made on the year, so he's not a tremendous outside shooter. There isn't a team in the league that wouldn't love to have Zeno.
3-point game again. Zeno with Marich on him.
Bosco's the other guy that's been quiet the last few minutes.
Zeno penetrates, dishes, foul inside. It is on Alex Marich. That'll be his 4th. 6th team foul.
That was on Alex. Oh boy.
So now you have Marich with 4, Perry with 4. So Alex has to be careful in the final 3:15. Burgess missed it. Rebound by J.R. Strobridge. Huskers can tie with a 3 on this trip.
What a comeback. A lot of guts shown by this team right now.
Perry for 3 and the tie.
How about Marcus Perry coming off the screen? That's such a tough shot. People don't understand. You're running away from the basket. You have to catch, get squared back up to the hoop, and go up with it. That's a tough shot.
Burgess to Zeno. Marich on him. That is a tough matchup.
Nebraska still in that box and 1. Still protecting Marich a little bit with that zone. More than anything, they're trying to stop Jarius Jackson, which they've done a good job of.
Zeno hangs and hits.
What a shot. What a nice shot. Little floater hanger in the lane.
2-point Tech lead, 2:08 left. And a foul on Burgess. Burgess is first, 7th team foul. That'll be a 1-and-1 now for the Huskers.
Holding on to Marcus Perry. Perry's going to go to the free throw line.
Marcus Perry is certainly heated up here in the second half. 11 points all, as you can see in this half. Hits the free throw. That is only his 9th free throw attempt of the year for Marcus Perry.
Yeah, he's a jump shooter. Doesn't get to the free throw line much, but he's got a nice stroke. Tie ball game. How about this? Give this team a lot of credit hanging in there. 2 minutes to go on the road to give yourself a chance to win. That's all you can ask for.
Burgess with it. Inside of 2 to play. Jackson, who has been so quiet tonight for the Red Raiders.
What makes it tough is with the man-to-man on Jarius Jackson. Once he does catch the ball, he's driving the ball into a zone. That's what makes it tough. There's help defense everywhere. That's a big basket for Texas Tech on a little bit of a broken play.
Lefka with 15 in the game. Richardson for 3. Missed it, but got fouled. He'll shoot 3. And with the 3 free throws, they'll have a chance to put the Huskers in front. And the foul on Jarius Jackson is first.
Big call, Richardson. Senior point guard, just about. I mean, that's a shot that you want him taken in that position, I guess. He knocked one down just like that earlier in the game, stepping out behind the screen. Ball screen set by Marich. And Richardson's the guy you want at the line if you're Nebraska.
Minute 28 left. This one for the tie.
And Jarius Jackson, as we talked, hasn't been getting much done offensively. It's been Zeno. Let's see. Zeno has a chance to score for Texas Tech at the other end. Nebraska has to know where he is all the time.
First lead for Nebraska since 14-12. And a lot of guys have contributed in the second half, none bigger than Marcus Perry.
Well, he had missed some jump shots, and he's too good a shooter to continue to miss like he was. And he hit 3 monster 3-point shots here in the second half. Then a couple of free throws, 11 points here in the second half. 11 of 12 from the free throw line.
In this half.
In this half for Nebraska. 7 of 13 from downtown, 7 3-point shots made in the second half. Nebraska shooting over 50%, 57% as a matter of fact here in the second half. Now you got to play a little defense.
Burgess to Voskuhl. Zeno, ball deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Tech.
Just about a double touch there. Marich got his big mid out, knocked it out of bounds.
Zeno on the wing. Poked away and a foul on Richardson. Charles' second, 17 foul. It will put Zeno at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Huskers in the midst of a 17-6 run over the last 7 minutes of this game to forge in front by a point. Zeno 1 for 1 at the line of the game.
That's tough. You don't ever want to put a guy at the free throw line. Under 15 to go on the shot clock. Looked like he was going to have a shot attempt from in the paint.
You know, Charles dropped down on him. I think he was worried that Alex was going to pick up a foul.
Well, you'd rather have it on Charles, obviously. At that point, see what Doc Sadler comes up with here offensively.
Had pretty good success finding Perry off pitch. He's open again, left wing for three. Crawls out.
Boy, nice play, though. Nice play. Good open look for your best shooter. Would have been a big shot. Still, just play defense. 23-second differential. Just get a stop and you have a chance to win it.
Tech by 1 on the ball. Burgess out top. Voskuhl to Burgess. 12 to shoot. Zeno on the wing.
That's the guy Tech wants to have it.
Jackson on the baseline. A fadeaway three with JR in his face. No good. Rebound by Richardson. Charles brings it up. Huskers will call a timeout. 18 seconds left. 1-point game. Tech in front.
How about this effort in the second half from the Nebraska Cornhuskers? A chance to win it. 18 seconds to go. On the road against a team that I would guess most people didn't think Nebraska was going to come in here and win this thing. And they definitely haven't done that yet, but they have a good chance. Let's see what Doc Sadler draws up in the huddle.
Well, you don't want to miss the next home game for the Huskers Saturday night. The Red Hot Aggies of A&M to be at the Devaney Center at 7 o'clock. And how about the women in their play, ranked 21st in the country, and only a couple of home games left for them. So you love to see some big crowds at the Devaney Center during the month of February. This is when kind of make or break some seasons in college basketball. So still some opportunities to go out and watch both the men and women here in the next 25, 30 days.
How big a win would this be for the men's team right here? Let's see if Nebraska tries to go to Marich, and we'll see if this shot hit the rim even by Jarius Jackson. Boy, it was close. I don't know if it hit or not. Richardson got the rebound anyway, so 18 seconds to go. Nebraska, I mentioned it a few minutes ago, loves to go with the little duck move inside from Alex Marich. He ducks in on one side. If it's not there, they reverse the ball to the other side and try to get the duck in on the block on the other side. Look for that, or possibly a jump shot from Marcus Perry. Right now, not really a slasher in there for Nebraska. If anybody takes it to the basket, could be Jamel White.
Richardson out top, gets a pick. Finds Jamel White. Inside of 10. Perry with it. Puts up a guarded three. No good. Marich battling for the rebound. Burgess trying to save it. Does to Richardson. Charles with a jumper. This will win it.
Yes! Yes!
Nebraska wins it. Richardson a three for the wing.
It looked like it was good. It looked like it was good. Off the offensive rebound, the Texas Tech player tried to throw it back in, and Charles Richardson.
And they're going to, I think they called it a 2-point shot for Charles. What a shot by Richardson.
And it was good. Senior point guard. No better guy to shoot it at that point than Richardson. And let's take a look at it. Jump shot. Just about saved out of bounds. Richardson picks it up. and knocks it down. What a shot from the senior point guard.
Here's the final sequence again. Burgess saves it right to Charles. And that's a three. So its final's going to be 61-59. But what a shot, what a comeback by the Huskers here in the second half. Down 13 at the half. They rally and win it. And Matt, it's their first time for back-to-back road wins in the conference since 1999. So it's been 8 years since the Huskers have won back-to-back games on the road in conference play.
Look at the celebration.
Time to name our Nebraska Propane Gas Association's Exceptional Energy Player of the Game. It's Marcus Perry. Huge second half. He had 4 threes in the second half. But also kudos to Charles Richardson. What a huge shot. That's one of the bigger shots in recent memory for Nebraska.
Oh, my goodness. And for Richardson as a senior, no better guy to take a shot like that. And I just feel so good for that guy because he works so hard. And for this team to come down here on the road, give them a lot of credit. This is what college basketball is all about. You come on the road and get a win like this after being down 13 at the half. I'll tell you what, give this team a lot of credit. They showed a lot of heart tonight.
And back home for the next 2 games. Again, let's get some big crowds out to the Devaney Center. A&M coming in on Saturday night. 61-59 the final. We're back to tell you more about this one. What a finish in Lubbock. The Huskers get one done tonight, winning 61-59. My thanks to Matt Davison, to the executive producer of Fox Sports Midwest, Mark Holsey, our game side producer, Doug Stanton, and to our entire Fox crew. Huskers win it 61-59. We'll have women's hoops for you tomorrow night as Huskers travel to Manhattan to take on Kansas State. Again, 61-59, the final.